Hi, my name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and this is my top 5 phones of the year 2022. And to be a top phone in my book, this is all I've read. You gotta be a consistent performer across the line. You cannot have any weaknesses, or at least it must be very little, as last year's phone of the year was in my book, and that was of course the Samsung S21 Ultra. It ranged from good to the best in all categories. And of course there's also the price to quality ratio aspect. And that's what a phone of the year is to me. This is all I've written, so we gotta get to it. And just to start off with a spoiler alert, I am not gonna put into my top 5 the Google Pixel 7 Pro, because this selfie camera on this Bandito is just so much subpar that it's not worthy of an entry in the top 5 phones of the year 2022 in my book. In 5th place, we have the OnePlus 10T, and the reason why it's come into my top 5 is that it just reminded me of the old Samsung Galaxy Note 9. The feeling of surplus in almost all situations, strong performance across the board, 15 antennas, and a strong reception for data and calls. It charges to full in around 18 minutes. Watch this video up here. Number 4, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. Also a phone I haven't got with me right now, but I had it and used it for around a month. And it is just such a lovely, solid all-rounder. You wouldn't believe it for that form factor and that kind of phone, but it performs much better than you think. And if you don't believe me, then watch this comparison video right up here where it competes with the iPhone 14 Pro Max and the OnePlus 10T. Before we get into the top 3, let me just thank you all for your subscriptions, and remember, it's free to subscribe. And I just want to show you these graphs from my backend. 0.8% of you guys that are watching this video right now are subscribed. The other 99.2%, and this is over the last year, are not subscribed. So I've just made a calculation. It's approximately, I'm not a mathematician, 200,000 subscribers if everybody that saw my videos were subscribed. So please do subscribe and click like right now. Did you click? Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, into the top 3 of my favorite phones of the year 2022. And in the 3rd spot we have this one. The Samsung Galaxy S22. Just the normal one, but of course you could always also have the Plus one. That would be the same thing. I've used this phone as my main daily driver for 8 months of 2022. And when a phone does that, that's because it delivers solid performance around the clock, well, and in all categories. It has some of the best sound quality, mic quality, and noise cancellation you'll find on any phone. Of course, there's the form factor, this beautiful green color. Just an all-around good experience, not to mention the cameras. If you want to see a comparison of this phone's camera against the Google Pixel 7 Pro, you can watch it up here. And now, at number 2, I could pull this up again. It's not completely that phone, but it is the Samsung S21 FE. And the reason why I've chosen that as my number 2 is because, again, it's just solid all-rounder with no shortcomings. And if you take that price to quality ratio into aspect, and it is a cheaper phone than the S22 for instance, then it's a sure recommendation and an easy buy. The Samsung S21 FE. And you can even see it pinned against the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra in a video right up here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, phone of the year for me in 2022. Entering the screen here from the left in slow-mo. Yes, you can see it now. It's the Motorola Edge 30. I got this at around $150 US, of course with a contract, but still. It's excellent value for money. This phone has got no shortcomings. Actually, it's got one. The selfie camera isn't top-notch, but what? For $150, if you could get somewhere near that, also with a contract or without a contract, it is just superb performance. There are no letdowns in this phone. Also, it's very light. It fits superbly in the hand. It's a 6.5 incher, and it even comes with a cover in the box and a good solid 33 watt charger. So there are no shortcomings. It charges fast, reasonable pictures, good gaming performance also. And it's just so swift actually in the daily handling of this phone. So I really, with all of my heart, recommend the Motorola Edge 30. And I got a lot of videos coming up on this phone right up here. Honorable mentions are the Motorola G41, an excellent budget phone, also the G31, but it just charges somewhat slower. Superb AMOLED screens. You get a lot of value for money with those two phones. And of course the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but it just falls through when playing PUBG because the screen is so soft, you get a lot of missed touches. It's so annoying. It's completely contrary to the Edge 30. Also, the Google Pixel 6a, this little beauty with most of the Google experience, or sort of all of it, but just a little bit below par hardware settings in some points. For instance, the fingerprint unlock, for instance. Well, that worked, but that's the downfall of this phone, and also, of course, only 60 Hz screen. But a lovely experience. So those were my phone of the year choices. Please do comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and I'll see you in 2023. Around 90% of my subscribers are male, and most of them are in the age group 25 to 33 years old. And most of them come from India and the US and Great Britain, also some from Brazil. Und herzliche neue Jahre für meine deutsche Freunde. Let's all sing together. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all dance and eat each other's faces, or however that lyric goes, and cry.